Hello everyone, we are at Queensland Raceway for a test day. We have had a little break between races since last time we were at Adelaide. It's been about 2 months. So dusting off the cobwebs today. Paul's just gone out and done the first session and we are basically here by ourselves. There's only 3 or 4 other cars here. So we've got a whole day, whole track to ourselves essentially. And yeah, really good day ahead. The sun is shining. It's not as cold as what we were thinking, which is great. We left off even though we sort of had a few bad things happen in Adelaide. I think Paul and I progressively made a big step, me more so than Paul. But yeah, I'm really forward to getting back in the car and working on that progression now that I've had a bit of a break and a reset. I'm really looking forward to it. We're back here in 2 weeks, so it's a quick turnaround time, which is good. And I think we've got a big, exciting day ahead of us. Got to remember how to drive.
Up on the right, down on the left.
Yeah, I'll figure that out when I get there. Flat. What side's the accelerator?
It's Brittany, bitch.
Okay, so we have smashed out 3 sessions. Paul did 1, I've done 2, and things are going really well. The car feels really good. I'm right up to speed where I was sort of hoping to be kind of like halfway through the day, to be honest, but I'm already there. The car's feeling really good. I think the track's in pretty good condition. It's low grip, but it feels good. So yeah, we're going to go look at some data now. I'm just struggling at turn 1 and turn 4 are my only 2 things. But other than that, it makes it an easy day when you only got to focus on 2 corners, which is great. We're going to look at some data now and overlap some vision. I'm not really fussed on data here because I think my technique's right, which is what I sort of unlocked at Adelaide, which is great. So I've carried that over here. So now we're just going to look at lines and braking markers and a few things technique-wise, driving style, mine compared to Paul's, because Paul has a lot more experience. And I'm just going to try and work on that a little bit more as the day goes on. I'm going to suggest we throw green tyres on now. Fuck it. Like, everything's going good, and boost the ego, chuck some green tyres on. Why not? So I'm going to suggest that. I haven't asked them yet, but we've got 2 sets for today. So I'm thinking we do that and keep the good times rolling.
Not using as much steering, so you're probably ending up having the understeer on exit, not able to get on the throttle. That was a big improvement.
Out of 2?
Out of 2. Like You've been really struggling to get on the throttle. And it's almost like you just try a little bit too early and then have to get out rather than
when I felt one good lap, I did it really well because I was so focused on going in later. It's almost like I forgot to turn. But I didn't forget to turn. It was actually the right line.
Yes.
And the way I came out was like straight down the straight. So that was one thing. But yeah, my thought process is just, everything's going well with ticking boxes. Why waste time if we've got a set?
I'm all for it.
Okay. Okay. We get greens. Yeah, I think this is just like a confidence thing because it is like so late.
Yeah.
Like
there's a fair bit.
Boom, yeah.
See, once I'm at the apex here, once I've got the car and I think, it's online,
You
I'm 100%
commit.
throttle.
Yeah,
I'm using it. A lot of road out here too. Like I'm way out on the green. Which doesn't give you a lot of confidence, but it seems to do it and it doesn't move, so I'm happy with it. Just treating the nose in, and then I start working it towards the apex. And then, once I can see I'm towards the end, I've sort of munched that throttle.
Yeah, you sort of, I'm on it, and then I go.
Right out on the, you were pretty much out there.
Okay.
Just you just think, oh, it's not going to make it, but it does. You know, you just.
And you go, and I'm still hesitating a little bit.
Yeah, and then that extra speed out of here that's kind of hurt all the way down the straight. That's all you got to work on, really.
Yeah, like
1
that.
and 2, your slow corners.
That's why I sort of
braking's
said
fine.
just.
Even 4 looks. Your apex speed at 4 is way higher than mine. You're a little bit slower out, but I'm sort of stopping the car too much.
Yeah.
So I need to do a bit between what I'm doing and what you're doing is where I think will be the optimum, but I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, but that's what I sort of said. I think I'll get confidence on greens to do that, so we might as well stop wasting time doing it on those.
Yeah, you see what you feel on greens too.
Yeah.
Like with you, a noticeable difference? Or you
Yeah.
Go, to be honest,
No difference. And then I can still keep working on it anyway. Yeah, I think it's like, I feel like from when I turn in and where I'm positioned, I feel like I'm turned in and I'm at the point and everything starts to open up and I want to start going and like keep the momentum going. And I'm not noticing that I'm getting off, to be honest. In my mind, I think I'm sort of getting on and trying to hold it and just generate momentum because it feels like it can hold and I want to like get going.
Yeah.
Because when you sort of said like, you're still too early, I'm like, no, fuck.
Yeah, but it's that early, like you're just.
It's just that
a
little.
10%, which we've spoken about before, which in some corners I've wanted you to do.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in, and everything feels good, and it's sort of like I'm just cracking to go. Can't say that I feel like I'm lifting hugely.
I feel like it's different, but that point there, you've almost got to be looking at the apex and that ripple strip for a point of where to get on the throttle. Like I know on the sim, which could be, but you turn it in and you'd hold that line until you see the exit of the ripple, and when you line up with where the ripple strip finishes, that's when because it's so hard to judge it on the exit, but you just hold and then so you should be looking at the right apex there of a point. And when I say get on the throttle later, that's you already know where you're getting on the throttle, so you can go, okay, I'll wait till the end of the ripple strip. So
it's probably only 20 or 30 metres. It'll feel like it's slow, but I guarantee you'll find time because you go that to that and never come off.
Yeah.
Rather than that off, feet go.
Yeah, because like in my mind, I'm thinking I'm cracking and holding.
You're hustling the car,
Yeah, like I feel like I'm keeping going. I'm going, but obviously it's killing me.
I'll get Paul in.
Yeah.
Do a couple because we are talking about that understeer through that high speed. Whether it's actually if we just improve that, because you're not worried about the rear at all the way in. There's nowhere that you're worried about the rear.
Only at 4 and 5.
Yeah, and 4 I understand.
That's the tailiest.
Yeah, and 4's you're doing that. You're sort of promoting that, but it's working
fine.
for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to hurt the entry phase of those high speed and when I talk about turn, we're going like down a mill of ride height in the front.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle thing.
Yeah.
But I just want him to feel what it's like now and go. Yeah. Because that might just help you on that, where you can get on that throttle and get on early and just have a bit more rotation on the exit.
Yeah. Okay, so we are just over halfway through the day. We have done a lot of laps, a lot of sessions. We've made some changes. We did camber changes. We put some shims in. We did ride height. We've done front roll bar. I think we're going to do rear roll bar now. Maybe play around with a few things. So we're feeling pretty good. I think we're sort of like we've made a few changes now and we haven't improved, but we haven't gone backwards. So I think we're just sort of like Queensland Raceway is known for falling off at the end of the day because it's too hot, even though it's not hot today. But I think we're sort of all just wait to see what comes in the afternoon. We're sort of at a really good sweet spot at the moment. Everyone's really happy. We have another set of greens, which we might do a little bit later. So yeah, the changes that we have made, not necessarily better, not necessarily worse. I think we're all pretty happy. So yeah, I think we're just gonna fuck around and find out.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. Catch this a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? Write poems and these songs dedicated to you and you're in the mood for everything. You like in my pen.
We are done and dusted. We smashed out a lot of laps today. I think over 100 laps, which is heaps. I just did my last session. We did a race simulation. So basically we filled the tank up with 40 litres plus of fuel, and I actually slowed down on the straight and they called like green light. So I did like a race practice, and then I did 10 laps with a super full tank of fuel just to see how the car acts with a full tank of fuel, because it caught me out at Phillip Island and we didn't get a chance to practice it at the Adelaide test day because of the gearbox issue. So I really wanted to practice that. So we did that. And then the session before that, I went out on greens. Didn't go much quicker. I've pretty much did my fastest lap this morning, and I've done there or thereabouts pretty much all day. So hopefully I'll go quicker when I come back in 2 weeks time, once I digest everything. And yeah, I'm feeling good. We haven't had a good test day in a while, if you've kept up with all the videos. We've had a mixed bag of test days with gearbox issues and fucking shit happening. So really good test day, what we all needed. Confidence boost for me, Paul, especially after Adelaide, having a bit of a mixed weekend. So yeah, I think it's a really good way to get back in the car after the 2-month break that we've had. And now we've got a short turnaround time, 2 more weeks. We're back here again. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, actually. I'm feeling really good and positive, and I think Paul and I are both happy. So that's the main thing.